Good morning, Alan Hole here. Alan, you don't need to introduce yourself every time you see me. We've lived together for 3 years. I think I know who you are. It's polite. No, it's weird if you ask me. Anyway, you've had a letter delivered this morning, or I think it's for you. The initial on it seems to be wrong. Instead of A-hole, it says G-hole. Oh yeah, that's my sister Gloria. Why is Gloria getting her post delivered to us? Well, it's a sad story. She's lost her home. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened? Well, she went to Tesco a couple of days ago and then couldn't find her house on the way back. She's moved into the Premier Inn in Whitby until she figures out where she lives. Only your family, Alan. Only your family. She were a lovely lass when she were younger, our Glory. She always had the lads chasing her. Well, I guess with a name like Glory Hole, she's always going to be popular with the boys. No, seriously, I mean, she had all sorts of problems with boys coming on to her. I've got no words, Alan. I've got no words. Well, welcome back, guys. This is episode 13 of the Gone for a Burton Save, and I'm the Custard Prophet. If you haven't seen the episode previous to this, go back and watch this. Go back and watch that, because I'm about to spoil it all. We are champions. We beat Portsmouth 3-1 to win the league and to get promoted in the same game, which was fantastic. So we're going up. We're going up, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. Really did not expect that in our first season. So in today's episode, we will be playing the final game of the season, which is against Peterborough away, which is a real toughie. And it really does mean something because Peterborough are currently in third. And if they can get a win and Sunderland lose, and who is Sunderland playing? So they're away at Southend, who don't exist. Oh no, they're struggling for relegation. So, you know, that could be a tricky tie. And likewise, Portsmouth could sneak through as well. So it's all to play for at the top of the table, unless you're talking about first place. Otherwise, we have got that. We've got it wrapped up. So we're going to play this game, and then we're going to have a little look at the team, talk through what changes we might want to make, and then wrap up season 1. Thank you so much for you guys for sticking with this. So we're going to play. First of all, let's have a look at the results or result. So, a couple of results since last time. So we played Southend. Had a good game at Southend. We were 1-0 down, but then managed to pull it back. Dean Garner and Scott Fraser for a 2-1 win. And then against Luton, it was a fairly standard 0-0 draw. Nothing really to report. So we're coming up against Peterborough here, in good form. Let's see what we can do. So we're going in with Boyce and Sordell up front, Dean Garner and Templeton, the attacking midfielders. Allen and Gape are at midfield. If you remember, Stephen Quinn's injured at the minute. Elder and Spence on fullback, and Turner and McFadzean in the middle, and Bradley Collins in goal. So it really doesn't matter what we do, but it would be nice to end with a positive result. So guys, what do you think? How do you think we are going to get on in the Championship? Is it going to be utter disaster and we come straight back down, or do you think with the right additions we can keep up there? Burton found it very difficult a couple of seasons ago when they were up last time, and I don't think it's going to be any easier, unfortunately. So we've started this game fairly well. Let's get creative. They're inspired by that. Good. Encourage them. No, they're frustrated by that. Come on, guys. Well, it started so brightly. Our computer's taking off. Oh, we have our first highlight. Raining yet again. Right, you're going to get hold of the ball. Madison to Clark. Cook has it. They're going to play it over the top. No, that's not the best header. Dembele. Oh, it's ricocheted into Templeton. Now Elder's got it. It's all a bit chaotic. Allen, Elder, back to Allen. And he plays it over the top. Liam Boyce. And what a finish, Liam Boyce. 1-0. Great finish. Peterborough are not going to be happy about that. Barry Fry will be crying into his knitted sweater. Right, well, I mean, I'll take it. Let's praise him for the goal. Boyce's fired up with that. Second highlight. Another ball over the top. But Sordell nicely steps off and gets that back. So we've got Spence into Allen. Allen into Diangana. Is he going to run inside? No, he plays outside to Spence. Spence is running around. Ooh, nicely cleared. And it's gone through to Tony. Ivan Tony is that. Dembele. Ooh. And the header is high and wide. It wasn't wide, it was just high. Another highlight. They're coming thick and fast. That is awful. Thrown in, but we got it back. Spence, Allen, into Gape. He's not been quite as good as I'd hoped. Elder, Gape. But to be fair, he hasn't had much chance. Ball over the top. Again, not good enough. You know, it's only Allen who can play that ball. Spence. Plays it back. Ooh, God. Oh, that's really quite poor defending. Oh, that was not good. Not good at all. Right, so we're going to encourage them. It's only Marvin Sordell who cares about that. So we'll give them a bit of faith. Hopefully that's going to sort things out. Do we change anything? Do we change anything? It doesn't really matter. I think we could bring off Temps and pop on Diangana. I think if you do that, we've got a little bit more creative freedom on both sides, a bit more pace as well. I'm saying that, but probably Templeton is, how fast is he? Acceleration 13, pace 14, so he's pretty fast. 14, okay, no. Devante Colt is significantly faster. Who would have thought it? Damien McCrory, and this is probably, as we'll talk about later on, be his last game. Because he's not happy that he's not getting games. He's going to be playing. Well done, Damien. If he can score a goal, that would be fantastic. He's a long-serving player, so you know he deserves a good send-off. But he's just not kind of fitted in, especially since we've had Elder in the team, who has been very, very good. Oh, Devante Colt is woeful. And the goalkeeper, what positioning there. Right, we're going to do a little bit more attacking. I mean, we're creating chances, which is fine. Just not... Yeah, get creative again. Yeah, they love that. We've got one more sub to make. And it's going to, if we need an attacking, it's going to be either Akins or Fraser, really, isn't it? I mean, Sheaf has got a goal in, as he proved, but it's probably going to be Lucas, isn't it? It is. It's Lucas. On he comes. If anyone can score a goal when we need a goal, it is Lucas Akins. Encourage the buggers. No. What are they? They are constantly at it. Oof. Jamie Allen. I mean, it'd be nice for him to get something right at the end there. Now, we've scored a lot of goals. We've not been particularly effective at the back. And that's certainly an area we need to think about improving. mean, we look like we're going to lose this. I don't really care. We've got promoted. We've won when we needed to win. If we lose this, fine. They can have it. Take it. We've done okay. Scored a goal. Yeah, that's it. So, end of season 1. We end with a loss, but we have won the league, which is fantastic. Let's have a little think about what we are going to do to the team. £25,000. Wow. So we've had our budget, a transfer budget, and it's not a lot. So we've got a decent wage budget. So we've got a fair few wages to play with, but we've only got £900,000 to play with in the Championship. That is not a lot of money. So we've got some real hard work to do. We need to pick up some players cheap. The other issue we've got here, when we look at our team, I'm going to take off the under-23s here. We've got an awful lot of players here on loan, some of which would be fantastic to get back. So I think we definitely need to upgrade goalkeeper. we are really struggling with the goalkeeper. Brad Collins has done well, but I think there's much better out there. I think we need 2 goalkeepers. Jake Buxton's probably going to leave. He's 34 years old, and we'll keep McFadzean and Turner. But we need another couple of defenders. We'll probably get a youngster on loan and sign another guy in. Damien McCrory's leaving, and Callum Elder's leaving, so we have no left backs essentially. So that's going to be another area we need to strengthen. I think we're okay at right back. We've got Spence and the other guy, Rayford, and Lucas, who can play there. So that's good. Sheaf will be going back. So we've got Gape, Allen, Scotty Fraser, Stephen Quinn, and Joe Sparrow in the centre of midfield. That's okay. We might want to add one more there, maybe, see what's out there. But I think, considering how many other things we need to work on, that's probably not the focus. And on the wings, this is a place we really need to think long and hard about. So Grady Diangana and Devante Cole have been superb. Would be great to get one or both of those guys back. But beyond that, obviously we've got Akins and Templeton. But we can't just have those two. We need additional players. If it's these two back, great. But if not, we need more. We also need more up top. Marvin Sordell and Liam Boyce hopefully will still be here. We have Courtney Baker Richardson, who's fine. He is backup player, bought him as a backup player. But I think we need someone to be able to challenge for this, because there isn't really. We've just been playing those two up top constantly without any challenge. So we need a player there. That's a lot of players. We need a new goalkeeper, maybe 2 goalkeepers, a centre back, a left back, probably 2 left backs. We need a left and a right midfielder and another striker. That's 8 players. Admittedly, we will get 5 of those on loan, but that's still to find quality players for the money we're able to spend, and that will make us competitive in the Championship is going to be a real challenge. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be difficult. Let's just have a little look at the stats here. We'll do it all the time because we had that nice run in the cup, didn't it? Not all the time, we did overall. So leading appearance maker was Jamie Allen, absolutely fantastic. And Liam Boyce, after a shaky start, came through wonderfully well. Sordell, Diangana and John Brayford sort of sit behind them. We had quite a settled team, to be fair. Goals, Liam Boyce, top scorer. Marvin Sordell did well also. Diangana, Quinn, Akins. We had a lot of goals and they were shared nicely around the team. Assists, Jamie Allen, what a player. 18 assists. Absolutely fantastic. And won't worry about too many other things, but average ratings, it's those central two players who were absolutely key, and both of them are here next year. My hope is that Stephen Quinn's attributes don't diminish too much. He looks quite strong still. His physicals are still really good. I think he can do a really good job in the Championship. I mean, he's just been absolutely amazing. I think it's that determination that sets him apart. But look at the stats throughout. Absolutely wonderful player. Who's your player of the season? For me, I think, although Stephen Quinn's been amazing, I think Jamie Allen has scored when we really needed him to score. So for me, he's top player of the season. 8 goals and 18 assists. Top average rating. Absolutely fantastic. And a shout out to Liam Boyce after my constant complaining. He goes and does well in the end. So well done, Liam. Okay, so I am going to be off to hopefully build a new team. Please come back for season 2. I hope you've enjoyed this, my first season with a Football Manager save on YouTube. I've absolutely loved it. I'm buzzing to do season 2. I hope you feel the videos have got a bit better. Please leave some thoughts and advice down in the comments. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button and please subscribe. Lovely. Cheers. See you next time. Bye-bye. Had to come back on this one. This is what my assistant manager has to say about the season that we've just had, the Championship winning season. So he was asked, that match wrapped up the Sky Bet League One for your side. How do you reflect on the season as a whole? And Gary Crosby says, well, to be honest, I can't wait to get on my holidays and forget about football for a while. Crosby devastated by the season. Interesting. See you next time.